Hi, welcome to Road 200 on questions. In a class of 100 students, 25 failed. Now, one way to do this is a 2 by 2 matrix, male, female, and pass and fail. So there were total 100 students, 25 failed. So it means 75 passed. The number of girls who failed is half the number of boys in a class. So we don't know number of boys in a class. Okay, so but let's go for it. The number of girls who wrote the test is 15 less the number of students who passed the test. 75 passed the test. So number of girls which is there who wrote the test is 15 less. So it will be 60. 75 minus 15, 60. So boys will be 40. Now we know number of boys in a class. So number of girls who failed in a class is half the number of boys. So that means number of girls who failed is 20. So number of boys who failed has to be 5. Total is 25. So number of boys who passed has to be 35. Probability that a given boy in the class is passed. So 35 boys out of 40 have passed, which is nothing but 7 out of 8. C option. So this 2 by 2 matrix is one way of solving this particular type of sums. You can also do it directly by understanding the sum and solving it. But if you want to write it systematically, this is one of the methods. How many zeros are there after decimal point if we write 4 raised to minus 20? Now since log is mentioned, we'll use log. Log of 4 raised to minus 20, which is log of 2 square, 2 raised to minus 40. 2 into minus 20 is minus 40. For minus 40 log 2, or minus 40 into 0.3010, which if you solve becomes minus 12.4. How many zeros after point? I have no idea, but let me try to understand it. When you have log of 10 raised to minus 1, now 10 raised to 1 is minus 1. Now what is 10 raised to minus 1? 0.1. Log of 10 raised to minus 2 is minus 2. This is 0.01. Log of 10 raised to minus 3 is minus 3. That is 0.001. So between minus 1 and minus 2, there is 1 0. When the number is there between minus 1 and minus 2, the value will be between 0.1 and 0.01. There will be 1 0. Between minus 2 and minus 3, there will be 2 zeros. So minus 12 is between minus 12 and minus 13, minus 12.4, which means there will be 12 zeros. So B 12 is the answer. Right? Between minus 1 and minus 2, so 1 0. Between minus 2 and minus 3, 2 zeros. So automatically you can make out that between minus 12 and minus 13 there will be 12 zeros. Cost of each person has to pay for picnic of 10 people is 2,000. So 2,000 per person, right? Per person is 2,000. So total becomes 20,000 for 10 people. Now with 20 students, cost becomes 1,500 per person, which is 30,000. 30 into 1,500 is 30,000. That means the cost increases by 10,000 when the number of people increase by 10. That means per person the cost is 10,000 divided by 10, which is 1,000 per person. And they say that per person the cost remains the same. That means when I increase the number of people to 40, 20 more, the cost will increase by 20,000. When I increase the number of people by 20, cost will increase by 20,000 because per person the cost is 1,000. So this will become 50,000 for 40 students. So 50,000 for 40 students, answer will be 1250, A option. Right? 5,000 upon 4, which is 1250 is the cost per person if 40 people go for a picnic. A student goes to a school at 10 meters per second. Okay, and then if forgets the project work, he goes back to home and comes back at 30 meters per second. Just for ease of calculation, let me assume the distance to be 30 meters, just for ease of calculation. That means first he took the time as distance upon speed, which is 30 upon 10, which is 3 seconds initially. Next he traveled total 60 meters. Okay, he went to home and then came back with 60 meters at 30 meters per second. 2 seconds. That means totally he traveled 5 seconds. And the distance he traveled is 90 meters. So 90 meters he traveled in 5 seconds. So speed becomes distance upon time, which is 90 upon 5, 18 meters per second. That will be the answer, A option. Right? Speed is equal to 90 upon 5, which is 18 meters per second. A semicircle inscribed in a right angle triangle, perpendicular sides 21 and 28. Let's say 21, 28. If you notice properly, 21 is 7 threes are. 28 is 7 fours are. So based on triplets, the hypotenuse will be 7 into 5. 7 5 is 35. If I draw a semicircle, let's look at radius. If I draw a line here, because tangents are given here, we will draw a perpendicular. Normally when tangents are given, we will draw perpendicular. Let's say R. Now this triangle O, let's say ABC is a big triangle, and this is D, E and F. So we make out ADE triangle is similar to ABC triangle. ADE triangle is similar to ABC triangle because one is a right angle, angle D is equal to angle B, and angle A is same for both. I mean here also the side should be in a ratio of 3, 4, 5, which means the hypotenuse will be 5R upon 3. Even the side should be in a ratio of 3, 4, 5. This is 3, this is 4, this is 5. 3 is R, hypotenuse will be 5R upon 3. Similarly out here, triangle EFC is similar to triangle ABC. This is R, so 3, 4, 5. So in that case, this will be 5R upon 4. So if you look at 5R upon 3 plus 5R upon 4 is AC, which is 35. Solve it. 5 gets cancelled on both the sides. R upon 3 plus R upon 4 equal to 7. So 7R upon 12 is 7. From that you get R equal to 12. If R is 12, diameter is 24. A option. R is 12 and diameter is 24. Thank you.